DJM TV.
Breaking news. Nigerian military confirms the death of his Chief of Army Staff, Ibrahim Attahiru, as Anambra State government clears air on deduction of workers' salary. Hi guys, good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you, depending on your location you're watching us from. A very big welcome to you. This is DJM TV Daily News Update, where you get the latest news all around the world. Just in case you are new to this channel, please subscribe and also turn on the notification bell so that you'll be the first to get notified every time we post a new video. Let's get to the main news. The Nigerian Army has confirmed the death of its Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Ibrahim Attahiru, and 10 other senior officers, which sad event took place on Friday in a military plane crash in Kaduna State. The Director, Army Public Relations, Brigadier General Mohammed, has said that the sad event occurred while he was on an official trip to Kaduna. The Nigerian Air Force confirmed that a crash occurred but did not provide any details. Meanwhile, the former Vice President Alhaji Atiku Abubakar has said that the death of the Chief of Army Staff was a dark day for the nation. The loss of the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Ibrahim Attahiru, who was recently appointed Chief of Army Staff by President Muhammadu Buhari, and others who died today, sends a shock across Nigeria and our worldwide friends, he said. I sympathize with the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Nigeria on this sad development, he continued. May the Attahiru's family and other affected family be comforted and their memories be a blessing to Nigeria. Meanwhile, the presidency has described the late Army Chief and other military personnel as heroes who paid the ultimate price for the peace and security of the country. The Special Advisor on Media and Publicity to the President, Mr. Femi Adesina, shortly after the incident said, the presidency pledged that the departed will not die in vain. He said that President Muhammadu Buhari is deeply saddened over the death of the Army Chief of Staff, Lieutenant General Ibrahim Attahiru, and other top military officers who had died in the plane crash. The president condoles with the family of the deceased, the military, and Nigerians, while praying that God will receive the soul of these great patriots. The president said, the crash is one mortal blow to our underbelly, and at a time our armed forces are determined to end the insecurity challenge facing the country. Also in a statement, the Attorney General of the Federation, Mr. Abubakar Malami, has said that the death of the Chief of Army Staff is a national tragedy. Mr. Umar Gwandu, the spokesman of the AGF, said Mr. Malami received the sad news while he was attending to guests in preparation of his son's wedding. The AGF also said that the late Army Chief, who died in active service to the nation, will always be remembered as a selfless and patriotic Nigeria who is always passionate at what he does. Meanwhile, in Anambra State, the state government has cleared the air on the accusation levied against it for approving deductions from worker salary, which was meant for the recapitalization of Indiolu Microfinance Bank in the state. The Indiolu Microfinance Bank is owned by workers under the Anambra State Public Service. The Anambra State government, through the head of service of the state, Barrister Harry Udu, while addressing newsmen during a news briefing at the Jerome Udoji Secretariat Oka, he explained that the deduction was for the benefit of the bank, which solely belongs to the workers. Mr. Ari added that the recapitalization was in line with the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN's) directive, and it is for the workers to continue benefiting from their banks and as well as to keep the bank afloat. He also reminded the people that Governor Willie Obiano's administration remains among the most worker-friendly in the country for the past 7 years now. There is no way we can take such a decision without due consultation with the labor leaders in the state. I am also a worker, he continued, and the 3 months deduction affected me too. But it is a price to pay for a greater good of Indian Anambra and the workers. The head of service also urged political groups and parties who were trying to pitch the workers against the administration to be cautious. He said, "It is never wise politicking with the sensitivities of the workforce with issues that are clear to all, that is meant for the good of the state. As workers, at some point in life, we are expected to make some sacrifice for the common good of our state," Mr. Udu noted. He further explained that the deduction was designed to last for 3 months, and at the end of May, the reason for the deduction would have been achieved and the worker's salary would be returned immediately to what is due to be received by everyone. It would be dangerous for the workers' bank to fold over failure to meet up with the recapitalization as directed by the CBN. He also went further to say that it is not true that the deduction was ordered by Governor Willie Obiano as claimed by some political parties. He therefore urged political parties, organizations to desist from dragging civil servants into politics, as the civil service remains at the beck and call of only the duly elect. Also, the managing director, Indiolu Microfinance Bank, Mr. Peter Eze, explained that this contribution by workers would automatically make them shareholders, and as shareholders in the bank, they will continue to reap the dividends of their equity even after death. So thank you guys. This is where we draw the curtains for today. But before we go, let's take the recap of the headlines. The Nigerian Army confirms the death of its Army Chief of Staff, Ibrahim Attahiru, and Anambra State government clear airs on deduction of workers' salary. This is where we draw the curtains for today's edition. Thank you for your time. Please do not forget to share, like, and comment on all our videos. Follow us on all our social media platforms on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and also on our website www.djmtv.news. I am Victor Obruchi for DJM TV News.
DJM TV. DJM TV.
People are people don't say no, they don't like us.
Welcome to DJM TV.
DJM TV. DJM TV. DJM TV. DJM TV.
Some of the delegates and ask them questions.
DJM TV.